Hi, I'm Jerry. I have a 2004 Saturn that has the feature of not starting when it's cold and damp outside in the mornings. Reading forums, I read about the white wire fix, cutting the passlock wire while the car is started, which will make the car start from then on, allegedly, supposedly. So, I'm going to cut the white wire in this 2004 Saturn Ion. I'm not recommending anybody try this. The only thing I know about cars is where the gas goes and which pedal makes it go forward. So I know nothing about vehicles. I'm just cheap and braver than I should be. So hopefully if you watch this you'll be able to figure out how to do it on your own if you wish to do so. But again, I don't recommend it, and I'm not responsible for you killing your car. It never starts again, your airbag goes off and takes your head off, anything like that. I'm just flat out not responsible. I managed not to take mine off. Hopefully you can do the same. One other thing, tools you're going to need: a 9/32 socket. That's to get the screws off underneath the steering column, take the cover off to get to the wire. I just happen to have this. You may want to go buy one, but you need a fairly skinny one and a fairly long one. I was using this to pull the fuse to the airbag, which is always a good idea, and then just a pair of snips to snip the wire. You also need electrical tape and a couple of wire twist tie cap things. Wire nuts, thank you. Wire nuts. So, and then that should be all you need, and the will to do it. Okay. Alright, so here we have the steering wheel, and I believe these three screws under here are what we need to take out. Using a 9/16 socket, 1/4 inch is too small, and we'll see if we can find the wire under there. I got the screws in. Oop. Yeah, you're recording. So that just pops out. And lower the lever so I can mess with this. There's like a little panel here that just pops off. I wonder if we're going to pop that off. Let's see if I ever get this back on. Oh, okay, it's two pieces. There we go. Let's see here. Separate it there. Yeah. I'll never get this together. What am I doing wrong here? Geez, there's a lot of wires. There's a white wire. I don't know if it's the white wire. Oh no, there's a guy that talked about this right down here. Okay, oh, that came off. Man, I'm never getting that back on. Okay. I help you. I think this is where they were talking about the one thing I saw. Yeah, that looks like it.
There's two of them, aren't there?
No, but it was that one has a black stripe. There's one that's, if you take this off, I'll have to cut it, but there's this one white wire that's fairly thick, and I'm 99% sure that's the one. So I'm going to go check online real quick and double check, but I think that's the one I want to cut.
What's going on up here?
That's a white with green and a yellow. I'm just going to cut this tape here so I can unwrap it. Yeah. Alright. Just a little bit more, I think. There we go. 5 power window dash. Fuel pump. Airbag, there we go. Is there a tool for review? Alright, so this is where the fuses are on the driver's side, and right over here above this one, it's red.
It said 10.
It said 10. And that's the fuse for the airbag, at least on this model Saturn. So I took that out. Coming under here, I pulled this out of here. I stripped back the electrical tape so now you can see all the wires. This is the one that's solid white. There's a white with black. So I'm going to plug this in
Oh.
Yeah, it's not locked here. I'll lock it. There we go. Plug this back in, start the car.
Wait.
And then I'm going to cut it while it's running.
Get your head away from the airbag in case.
Well, the... Alright.
Do we have to let it run for a minute?
No, just let it run. So I cut it. What's that beeping about? Service vehicle. Change oil, which already said change oil. It already said coolant. I gotta get that looked at. And service vehicle.
Why is it saying
So
service?
before I cap this, I'm gonna kill the car and start it again. Make sure it still starts. The car is off. Take the key out. Put the key in. Car still starts. So now I'm just gonna put electrical tape on these and wire nuts, and then try and get all this back together, which is probably gonna be the worst part of it. And then I'm just gonna put electrical tape around the whole thing to keep it from getting into trouble. I'll throw a little more on there.
Yeah, that one's pulling on the left.
Yeah, I want to get them on there to hold it in place for certain. I need to blow a fuse. Alright, seems like that should be fairly on there. I guess now to try and put all this back together.
Gonna stay?
It'll tuck right up, that'll be fine.
No, I mean the wire nut on this short half.
Yeah.
Staying on?
Oh yeah, I don't think this is really going anywhere, and even if it vibrates, it shouldn't vibrate to the point that it comes loose. So it should be good. So now I get to try and put it all back together.
And there were
The
some
3
screws.
Back underneath here. I didn't think that'd go back together that well. Actually, there we go. There we go. I got my keys. And there we go. And I guess let's make sure it starts one more time. Or the airbag doesn't blow out. Wipers still work.
Appears to start right up.
Okay. And it still say service vehicle, oil, I know, coolant, I know.
Yes.
Service, all right. Good deal.